the companion of the Prophet. This is the guy who Muhammad asked him, if you remember the hadith, do you know where the sun goes? He said, the Prophet, you know better, and Allah know better. So Muhammad, he said to him, the sun every day goes and sit and and in a murky water. And for sure this is a true hadith, because this is matched with the Quran. But as you see here, he is accused of being a liar, and he is accused to be a fabricator of the hadith. So how we can learn about the hadith of Islam if those are the major reporters of it? They are liars. In different hadith, you will see, and this is Sahih al-Bukhari, and this is the reference in the front of your eyes. I hope the screen is clear for you. You will see that Muhammad, he said, Muhammad in the element of death, when in the element of death, he said, Ibn Abbas said, Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad, when Allah Messenger was on his death bed and there were some men in the house, he said who? Muhammad, come near, I will write for you something after which you will not go astray. And this is to prove my point that Muhammad, he knew how to write and how to read. Because if you do not know how to write, how to read, he should say, come here and write for me something will lead you, or etc. will guide you. But he did not say that. He said, come here, I will write for you something after which you will not go astray. Some of them, who they are in the house during the death of Muhammad, i.e. his companion, specifically the most close people to him, they said, Allah Messenger is seriously ill. And you have the Holy Quran. The fact, the one who said that, it was Umar ibn Khattab. And I can show you that in different hadith. Actually, I made a video about it before. So the Muslims, they are saying that their prophet, he is seriously ill, which means he lost his mind. This guy is gone crazy. So don't listen to him. And here we will find something very fishy in this story. If Muhammad have the Quran, and the Muslim, they have the Quran, as you see, and they do not need any more as guidance, does that mean Muhammad was going to give them more Quran, but they refuse to receive it? Why did it not give him a paper and say, okay, write for us, let us see what you want to say? This guy is the one who gave them the whole Quran, and everything they have about their religion, it's coming from him. And now he is dying, and yet you don't want to listen to him. And notice here, Muhammad is saying the purpose of him asking or making a request to write, that because he believed that if he did not do this writing, they will go astray. So the Quran is the book of who? To make it simple, if the Quran is the book of guidance of Islam, and if Muhammad saying, without this paper I will write for you, or whatever he want to write, you Muslims will go astray, it means the Quran today is a lead of astray. Because as you see, the one who's saying that, not me, the one who is saying that is Muhammad himself, is saying, let me write for you something after which you will not go astray. Muhammad already, he knew the Quran is there, and he is the one who brought the Quran anyway. So there is no way the Quran maker, he do not know that the Quran is there. So why he is saying, if I don't write to you, I need to write this to you, he is worried about them. If I don't write this to you, you will go astray. The Muslims accuse their prophet to go crazy, and he lost his mind. And here you will see different stage of the Muslims. You see, when you are a king and you are powerful and everybody fear you, and then suddenly you are in the bed dying, and then everybody almost is spitting at you. This is exactly what's happening. They ignore Muhammad, and not only that, they insulted him. They are saying that he is seriously ill. Actually, the Arabic statement in Arabic, it says قد هجر الرسول. Umar al-Khattab, he said قد هجر الرسول, which means his brain is dead. You know, he's like speaking stupid things. But the question here for me is, what was Muhammad problem with the Quran? Why Muhammad he don't believe the Quran is an enough book so they will not go astray? And if Muhammad is a true prophet of God, and God he protect him until the last second in his life, and he will not let him say stupid words, and I think most of Muslims, they will believe in this. They will say, no way, the prophet, he is not losing his mind. No way. If this is a true, then there is something missing in Islam. Islam is not complete. Muhammad, he died before he finished his message. And you will notice that this message is very serious. It's not just like, I want to tell you something I forgot. No, he is saying it clearly that this message is the only way to protect you from going astray, as you see here. It doesn't matter if Muhammad is slow or fast. This is not the question. The question is, why Muhammad he think the Quran is not enough and it's not perfect? This man is in the death of like in his the element of death, and yet he is strongly believe that the Muslims, they don't have the guidance message yet. So the Quran, what is the purpose of it if this is will not go astray from getting lost? And then you will see here that after Muhammad he said that, the story is not over yet. So the people in the house, they like they have different opinion about this issue, you know, as you see here. So each one of them, he have like his own, like, should we give him a paper? Should we see what we, you know, like, why you don't want to listen to him? So they are having a fight over should we listen to Muhammad or we should not. Some of them said, give him writing material. And this is the proof again that Muhammad, he knows how to write, how to read. Otherwise, they didn't say, okay, let us write for him. Look, give him writing material so that he may write for you something, after which you will not go astray, because that's what he said. While others said the other way, which means we should not. So when their talk and differences increased, they start shouting at each other. Allah apostle said, get up, Ibn Abbas. Used to say, no doubt, it is very unfortunate, a great disaster that Allah Messenger was prevented from writing for them that writing because of their differences and noises. Do we have any Muslim have an answer for this? Do we have any Muslim? He have any answer for this? Absolutely not. So based on this, you will see Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad, and he is called Hibrul al-Ummah in Islam, which means he is the highest scholar ever in Islam. He said that it was a disaster. a great disaster, that it did not allow the prophet, and the prophet was prevented from writing for them that writing because of their differences and noises. We continue because the disaster is not end here. The disaster have more stories. We know the story about the goat who ate the Quran, and you know that this story is correct, is accepted, is sahih. The verse of stoning and breastfeeding for adult. I hope the text is clear for you guys. An adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied in his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. All right. So what happened exactly here? Aisha reporting that there is an incident where obviously a goat ate the Quran, and those verses of stoning to death, and this is true until now. Actually, you can ask any Muslim, do you know where we can find those verses? He will say they are not in the Quran. Okay, question, why they are not in the Quran? What happened? And actually, I'm very upset from this goat because I wish we can find this, the breastfeeding for an adult 10 times in the Quran. That will be very funny, and Playboy magazine, they will like it. For those who do not know what this mean, according to Muhammad, any Muslim woman she wanna associate with a strange man, she have to give him her nipples, and he have to suck it 10 different times, in 10 different occasions, 10 different days, until he is satisfied. And actually, I support this practice a lot if Muslims want to do it, because that will make Islam looks really stupid and expose Islam more. But the important here that the stoning verses and the breastfeeding for adult, according to the story here, they are eaten by a goat, and the goat destroyed it. All right. We showed you in the hadith before Muhammad saying, bring me a paper so I will write for you. Something will not let you go astray. Question, who is the one who was writing those Quran and they were under the pillow of Muhammad? Maybe Muhammad. Same time, if the Quran is preserved, but obviously is not, the goat ate the verses, and the Muslim, they say to us that Allah preserved the Quran in the chest of the believers. They can recite the Quran. Okay, here we go. Recite for me the breastfeeding for adult. Recite for me why it's in the Quran. The goat ate it. Understand? The goat ate it, but Uthman, he made the Quran after Muhammad's death. Why Uthman did not find the verse of stoning to death and the breastfeeding for adult in his Quran? Let us continue. And again, I am very upset from this goat for what she did, because now she destroyed a very important proofs in the Quran. In this, let us see here. In this story here, at Tafsir al-Kabir, and we can find it in the, this is written by a very important a scholar, and the Muslim, they claim that he is a big scholar, but the fact, I believe he was an atheist, even though he wrote a book of tafsir. However, this whole story is not only written in his book, it exists in many books. But just to show you what happened here. In the story here, it says that when Muhammad, he have an scribe, he is writing the Quran for him. In this story here, Muhammad, he have a person who is writing the Quran for him,